The eyes of Coach Para, but one of those who has to have a big game tonight is Travis Evee.
Evee's coming off a 17-point game against UC Irvine. Him and his team need him in the offense to have an outstanding outing.
Evee trying to get things going for these Rice Owls, 1-5 on the season. A first ever meeting. Ohio Valley meets the American. And it's Rice in white, UT Martin in blue. And it's Max Feeler to jump it up. And the tip is controlled here by Issa Muhammad. First possession for the Skyhawks. Kobe Jeffries contested three, and the rebound falls to Makai Mason. Mason, Evee. In this right corner with Fiedler. Kanu Dawes. And Alem Husseinovic. Husseinovic gets the start tonight for Rice. Husseinovic out of the basket. Top of the key for Evee. Three to shoot for the Owls. Bounce pass, Fiedler. Extra pass knocked away, and that's a shot Fiedler has to take with just 2 seconds left on the shot clock. 1 second left for the Owls. Into Fiedler, and that time it's off the window, and a good start for Rice, up 2-0. Long three is off the mark. And here comes Fiedler handing off for Mason. His three is off the back iron. Rebound pulled in by Issa Muhammad. Jacob Cruz had the miss on the first possession for UT Martin. Muhammad hands off. Sears bounce pass inside, off the mark. It was behind Kobe Jeffries. Rice inbounds play. Here's the play with 1 second left on the shot clock. Inbounded to Fiedler. Anthony Selden out with an ankle injury, unavailable tonight. A three-pointer miss by Husseinovic. And here come the Skyhawks. Kicked out to Muhammad. He missed from beyond the three-point line. Ice colds are the Skyhawks here in this first half. Fiedler sets the high screen. Back out to Travis Evee. Evee missed the left-hander. Here comes Jordan Sears and the Skyhawks. Jacob Cruz, hesitation, gets to the paint. Good touch with the right hand. Jacob Cruz out of Florida, went to Daytona State College, where Ryan Ritter was the head coach. Evee, back to Fiedler. Mason draws contact, but could not finish. Good luck there from Makai Mason. 2-2. Nearly 3 minutes gone, first half inside Turner Fieldhouse. Jordan Sears, no-look pass and a dunk for Issa Muhammad. Gorgeous feed as Sears finds Muhammad. Evee hands off. Husseinovic getting the start tonight. Fiedler back to Husseinovic. Fiedler, Makai Mason uses the Fiedler screen. Left wing three off the mark. Fiedler grabs the offensive rebound. Evee, left wing three, that's right there. He's now 4 threes from the Rice all-time three-point record. Bounce pass inside for Issa Muhammad. Muhammad bouncing for Cruz. He lost the handle. Fiedler grabs the rebounds. Makai Mason from the free throw line makes it 7-4 Rice. Good strength. And touch off the back iron. K.K. Curry, the senior transfer from South Alabama. Third year at UT Martin after 2 at South Alabama. He's averaging 9 points per game. 7-6 Rice. 4 minutes gone. Evee, offensive foul. Good work shuffling the feet by Jordan Sears. And we're at the media timeout. 7-6 Owls. Early first half inside Tudor Fieldhouse.
Huh. How long have you been tracking our car's value with Carvana?
Just like 7 months.
Should we sell it?
We hold.
Hold. Silver vans are going for more right now, should we? Our low mileage is paying off. You think we should?
Hold.
Depreciation's really heating up, you think?
Hold! Hold!
We just did 2.5%!
Hold! Now!
I'm on it.
Already sold to Carvana.
Go to Carvana and track your car's value today.
Popeye's new chicken wings make no sense. Marinated in Louisiana spices, hand-battered and flipped, and then we have the audacity to call all 5 flavors fast food? Someone should really say something, or order something.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Hey man, ever since you tried Zesty Hidden Valley Ranch, I feel like you've been a bigger fan of that than the closers.
How could you say that?
Ranch time.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serves my flavor.
Be strong and of good courage. President JFK challenged us. We ascended to the stars, achieving what no one thought possible. Our commitment to excellence to do the impossible is made possible right here in Houston, Texas. We impact the world through innovative ideas and discovery. We now embark on a new flight to prove that Rice Fight never dies. Rice Owls, let's fly.
Welcome back inside Tudor Fieldhouse. 7-6 Rice over UT Martin. And now down to our courtside reporter, Austin Ivan.
Hey, Matt. Well, not exactly the start that Rice's Coach Pear was hoping for to start this season, but you have to remember they have the 20th most difficult schedule in the country up until this point. So throughout this patch of these losses, Coach Pear said the most encouraging thing that he's seen from his team is that the approach and the attitude has not changed. He said, tonight we're ready to battle, pull up our sleeves and get a win here at home to close out the month of November. And to do that, he said, defensively, we just have to communicate, and offensively, we have to play more consistent and not turn the ball over.
Good stuff, Austin. Appreciate your reports. As part of that, confidence. They had to see the ball in go a few times, and Travis Evee has seen 2 3-pointers go down. On the offensive end, Fiedler grabs the offensive rebound, then he draws the foul as underneath him was Jacob Cruz, and it's Rice ball. Now Fiedler will inbound with Makai Mason, Travis Evee, Keanu Dawes, and Alemu Sejnovic, the starting 5. Evee has made 3 threes here in the first half. And Coach Paris says so much of it is confidence on the offensive end. These players need to see the ball go through the nylon. Here's Mason back the other way. Mason finishes with a right hand. Timeout UT Martin. Head coach Ryan Ritter said we have to limit Makai Mason and Travis Evee, and so far they have not been able to do that. Evee has 9 points. Mason just had the bucket on the run-out layup, and it's a 9-point lead for the Rice Owls. Now Travis Evee using that Fiedler screen, and it was very honest from Ryan Ritter, the head coach in his third season at UT Martin. He said, our key to this game defensively is slowing down Evee and Makai Mason. No disrespect to the other players, but we want the other players to have to beat the Rice Owls. 30-second timeout for UT Martin and Ryan Ritter. UT Martin off to its best start since the 2016-17 season, and he's in his third year. Received a 5-year contract extension back in July. Last year, UT Martin engineered the second biggest turnaround in school history. They increased their win total to 19, fifth most victories in a season since the program went to Division I in 1992. After the timeout, it's Cruz, guarded by Husainovich. Cruz missed it. And loose ball finally picked up by Evee. 15-6 Rice. Ice cold start for UT Martin from the field. Max Fiedler hands off for Evee. Has that three-pointer blocked. A good closeout and rejection there by Kobe Jeffries. Jordan Sears cross court. Corner three, KK Curry. From Cleveland, Tennessee, the transfer from South Alabama, preseason All-Ohio Valley Conference pick. Step back three from Evee. All these missed assignments for UT Martin. Travis Evee's made 4 threes here in the first 7 minutes.
We talked about him as an impact player to watch, and sure enough, he showed up big early in this game, already on his way to a huge night.
And on the other end, Husainovich with the layup. Rice offense clicking, 20 points in the first 7 minutes. Now 20-9 Rice. Owls trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. Good crossover and finish. KK Curry as he went right at the freshman Keanu Dawes. 9-point lead for Rice. Evee to Max Fiedler. Makai Mason off the back iron. Jacob Cruz grabs the rebound. Jordan Sears in the front court. Jacob Cruz. Sears guarded by Travis Evee. Pull up from Sears, left it short. Makai Mason grabs the rebound. Mason spinning through the paint, throws it out to Cruz. And a blocking foul there as Dawes initiated the contact. Immediate timeout at the under 12-minute mark. Rice playing well in this first half. A 9-point lead for Rice inside Tudor Fieldhouse.
Here's your fantasy football tip of the week, sponsored by Fireball Whiskey. If you've been carrying 2 quarterbacks on your roster throughout the season and one is your consistent starter, once that player's bye week is behind you, drop your backup quarterback. That's an extra roster spot that you can use on a high upside wide receiver or running back. Visit fireballfantasy.com to enter for your chance to win an epic fantasy football party presented by Fireball Whiskey.
When you order a Big Mac in the McDonald's app today, you'll earn points you can redeem for a free Big Mac in your future. Future you says, thanks. Earn free food with the app.
Ever since I tried Hidden Valley Ranch, I finally found what I've been looking for.
Oh my gosh.
I know. How is this stuff so good?
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serious about flavor.
Getting him to brush is no longer a chore.
The sink is overflowing onto the floor. Luckily, American Home Shield is there to fix or replace covered parts of appliances and home systems to help you stay on course and budget. Sign up today at ahs.com.
Nothing held back. All for the love of soccer.
It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time.
On ESPN Plus.
Welcome back inside Tudor Fieldhouse. Rice leading UT Martin 20-11. Travis Evee's hit 4 threes. He's now tied the school record set by Quincy Oliveri. He set that mark at FIU last season. The next 3 for Travis Evee will set a new school record for the Rice Owls. Inbounds play. Alajiki is in. Turnover Rice. And it's a UT Martin inbounds play coming with Desmond Williams, freshman, into the game to inbound here to Jackson. Jacob Cruz draws contact inside. First foul on Sam Alajiki. Cruz to the free throw line. Cruz 6'8", out of Hilliard, Florida, transfer from Daytona State College. A pipeline from Daytona State in the junior college ranks to the staff at UT Martin under Ryan Ritter. Coach Ritter's brother, Reed, was an assistant coach at Daytona State while Jacob Cruz was there. Reed hired by his brother Ryan. Reed's now in his second season as the assistant coach under brother Ryan. And Cruz now with the Skyhawks. Shelby hits the 3 right off the bench, and the three-pointers continue to rain through the basket for the Owls. Sophomore transfer from Vanderbilt hits his first shot. 23-13 Rice here in the first half. And there's a foul by Sam Alajiki. The Cal transfer. Issa Muhammad goes to the bench. First time we've seen Christian Fussell here tonight. 6'10" junior forward out of Decatur, Georgia, a transfer from Middle Tennessee. Jackson attacking, too strong. And the rebound pulled in by Andrew Akuche. Here is Shelby. Gets the handoff. The Vanderbilt transfer, top of the key. Alajiki missed the 3. Tough rebound inside and a putback. Excellent work. Owls continue to crash the offensive glass. Gabe Ward, the freshman guard from Plano, averaging just 7 minutes per game, but a good offensive rebound and putback there. Then a missed dribble by Williams. Stolen here by Shelby. Back for Shelby. He's hit another 3. 2 for 2 from beyond the arc from Shelby, and another timeout for UT Martin.
Coach Pear talked about wanting his offense to come out and gain some confidence early. So far, they've done that halfway through the first half. An impressive start for the Owls.
Travis Evee, 253 career threes. Right now, tie with Quincy Olivari, who set that mark at FIU last season. And off the bench, it's been
Here's a look
Shelby
at
coming.
Shelby so far tonight. An outstanding start for number 1 of the Owls. His shot is on fire so far. He looks confident shooting beyond the arc, and he's been a huge part of the Owls opening up a lead early.
Smacker right on cue. We talked with Coach Perry yesterday. He's had a really good practice yesterday. He is a shot maker. He can't force it. He has to make the open ones, and as we've seen Smacker, he's made 2 open threes. On the opposite end, open 3 is missed. Good look there for KK Curry. It's a 15-point lead for Rice here midway through the first half. Handoff for Warren. Lobbed inside, alley-oop, and it's thrown down. Andrew Akuche. Williams handing off for Jackson. Offense humming for the Rice Owls. 30 points in the first 10 minutes tonight. Another alley-oop and a response, but a missed dunk that time. It looked right there for KK Curry, but he never really had it in his hands. Shelby, Evee, Akuche, Alajiki, and Gabe Warren, the 5 on the floor for Scott Perry and the Rice Owls, who have a 17-point lead. Now they face a zone defense against UT Martin. Underneath, another dunk. Rice finding all the openings. Alajiki throws it down. An offensive explosion in this first half for the Rice Owls. Cruz misses the 3. This explosion happening with many of the starters on the bench for Rice. Handed off, Alajiki. Travis Evee, tied for the Rice 3-point record at the moment with old friend Quincy Olivari. It's Evee attacking. Deep 2. He hits. Travis Evee has 14 points here in the first half. Rice up 21. Kicked out to Curry. He attacks. Missed the layup. And the rebound pulled in by Akuche. Another left wing 3, just a bit long from Gabe Warren. Here come the Skyhawks. Justice Jackson hits the 3. Timeout, Rice Owls. Jackson averaging 7 points per game. He's hit 29% of his threes. His first year at UT Martin after 2 seasons at Hawaii. And we're at the media timeouts. 34-16 Owls behind 14 first half points from Travis Evee.
If you choose curbside when you order ahead in the McDonald's app, you won't have to wait in line when you get here. Genius.
Here you go. Thank you.
Order ahead in the app to save time.
Hey man, ever since you tried Zesty Hidden Valley Ranch, I feel like you've been a bigger fan of that than the closers.
How could you say that?
Ranch time. Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only choose my flavor.
You're finally mastering Grandma's 12-hour sauce. Your stovetop gave out in the 11th hour. Luckily, American Home Shield is there to fix or replace covered appliances and home systems. Protect what you don't expect. Visit ahs.com and get a free quote today.
And the kick is no good. Their epic losing streak.
Oh, a kick in the teeth would hurt less. But they probably miss that too. Let's show them that someone here knows how to kick it. with Fireball. Fireball. Ignite the night with Fireball.
We've been living it since day one. Nothing held back. All for the love of soccer. On ESPN Plus.
(34-16) Rice Owls over UT Martin here in this first half. Everything Coach Parra was hoping for on the Rice side, and a different feeling for UT Martin after its best start to a season since 2016-2017 at 5-2. Rice on a 14-3 run. The Owls shooting 61% from the field, 6 of 13 from beyond the three-point line. Meanwhile, UT Martin 6 of 18 from the field in this first half. Husseinovic misses the three, but an offensive rebound for Rice. Fiedler grabs the loose ball. It's given right back. Recovered by Keanu Dawes. Referees blow it dead. Pat Adams, Landon Brandis, and Doug Sermons are our officials tonight. 14 for Evee, 6 for Shelby off the bench. KK Curry leads UT Martin with 7 points. Max Fiedler in the high post. Sets the high screen. Shelby kicks it to the corner. Husseinovic missed the three. Rebound pulled in by Issa Muhammad. Can UT Martin get things going? One of their last 7 from the field. Quickly inside. Issa Muhammad going right at Fiedler. Could not make the bucket. Here comes Dawes exploding. Missed the layup. Fiedler with the putback. Max Fiedler, the 5th-year senior, putting home the missed rebound from Keanu Dawes, the freshman. And now free throws coming for Jordan Sears as he gets into the lane and draws contact against Fiedler. Foul is actually on Alem Husseinovic. Free throws coming for Jordan Sears, one of the breakout stars in the Ohio Valley Conference. 23 points per game. That's 8th most in the country. He's making 53% of his three-pointers. That would be 7th most in the country if he qualified. He's just outside qualification. You have to make 2.5 threes per game to be eligible. But the 5'11" guard from Daytona Beach, Florida, transferred from Gardner-Webb, now in his 2nd season at UT Martin, having a sensational season, backing up his preseason All-Ohio Valley Conference accolades. He makes both free throws, his first 2 points tonight. Rice holds Sears scoreless for nearly 13 minutes to start off this game. Shelby back for Fiedler. Husseinovic cutting for the layup. Gorgeous feed from Max Fiedler.
The Owls doing a nice job with their offensive motion on that possession. Fiedler from the high key hits the low post pass.
Muhammad, free throw line extended jumper. 4 points for Muhammad. And maybe UT Martin getting things going a little bit here in the first half. Mason, jump stop. Left it short. Sears around Mason. Corner three for Jackson. And a bit of a surge here for the Skyhawks. 6 points for Jackson. Fiedler spinning in the paint. Back for Mason. Max Fiedler surveys. Kicks it out for Dawes. Halfway down with his three.
Coach Parra mentioned having Fiedler shoot more and be more of an offensive threat. there's a possession that was an example of him not squaring up to the basket and looking for the shot. He is a talented scorer who can look to the basket more.
Shelby with the pull-up, missed it. Rebound pulled in by Muhammad. It's a player that shoots in practice, scores in practice, shoots at a high percentage in games, just needs to pull the trigger more on offense. There's a straightaway three, and the Skyhawks are roaring back. It's Issa Muhammad, only 20% from downtown this season, but he looked very confident, and it's now an 8-0 run for the Skyhawks.
Skyhawks are playing hard. They have a lot of momentum, 5-2 to start the season. They were fired up pregame, and they have a lot to play for tonight.
It was an 18-point lead. It's down to 12, and that was halfway down. Bryce needs to find a way to contest these threes. That was Jalen Myers with an open three for UT Martin.
Fiedler's had the ball at the top of the key and picked up his dribble a couple times, and I'm curious to see how that would be drawn up offensively to have Fiedler handing the ball as much as he has been early in this game.
Well, they like to use him as that point forward, that playmaking forward like Nikola Jokic in the NBA and others. But, as we've heard from Coach Parra, they just want him to be more assertive, maybe less unselfish, less playmaker, more scorer when given the opportunity. Here's Jordan Sears inside to Issa Muhammad. Muhammad turning around, left it short. And the rebound pulled in by Akuche.
I think you could make the argument that none of the best basketball players in the history of the game have been described as unselfish. So it's kind of an aspect of the game where, yes, there's a balance to it, but looking to score is the first step to scoring.
Mason misses from 6 feet. Muhammad pulls in the rebound. Now Rice has suddenly gone cold. 3 minutes without points for the Rice Owls. Muhammad fakes a three. He might be 20% from deep, but he's not afraid to shoot. A ball circulation this left side, underneath, kicked out. And that was a good look, but a miss there from Justice Jackson after Sebastian Mendoza got underneath the basket and kicked it out. Travis Evee tied for the Rice all-time three-pointer mark. He's hit 4 in this first half. Husseinovic pulls up. Gorgeous touch. Alem Husseinovic.
The Owls drew it up that way off a screen. Husseinovic wide open with a very smooth shot.
Some confusion here whether it's a kick ball or not. And it's going to be UT Martin ball when we come back after this media timeout. Rice shooting 50% from the field. They made 6 3-pointers. And the Owls have a 14-point lead over UT Martin.
And the kick is no good. Their epic losing streak.
Oh, a kick in the teeth would hurt less. But they probably miss that too. Let's show them that someone here knows how to kick it. With Fireball. Ignite the night with Fireball.
Does it still count as ending the night with McDonald's if you order it for breakfast the morning after? I'm ordering either way. Order McDelivery in the app.
Hey man, ever since you tried Zesty Hidden Valley Ranch, I feel like you've been a bigger fan of that than the closers.
How could you say that?
Ranch time. Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serves by flavor.
Dinner al fresco. All worries forgotten. Broken fridge with food that is rotten. Birthday cake for everyone. This blown fuse is no fun. Getting him to brush is no longer a chore. The sink is overflowing onto the floor. Luckily, American Home Shield is there to fix or replace covered parts of appliances and home systems to help you stay on course and budget. Protect what you don't expect. Sign up today at ahs.com.
It's the first time all 30 are all in to conquer a brand new bracket in the new NBA Cup. Who's going to be first to take it? It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time. It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time.
Nothing held back. All for the love of soccer.
On ESPN Plus.
Welcome back, Matt Peterson with Smacker Miles. It's Jimmy V Week on ESPN. You can join the fight against cancer. What a career he had on and off the court. Rutgers point guard, won the national championship 1983 at NC State, the famous Never Give Up speech. And you can give now at v.org/donate. All of the proceeds benefit cancer research. Good play from UT Martin out of the timeout. And a layup there for Sears after a slow start. He has 4 points. Rice kept him scoreless for nearly 13 minutes in this first half. He's averaging 23 points per game, 7th most in the country. Mason misses the three. Boy, Rice was red hot, Smacker, first 10 minutes or so. Now they've gone ice cold from beyond the three-point line.
They came out fast, which is what they were looking to do, but consistency is a challenge for any team in any sport, and they are faced with that adversity right now.
Two players have hit all the threes for Rice tonight. Travis Evee's hit 4 from beyond the three-point line. Noah Shelby's hit the 2 others. Shelby's 2 for 3. 2 for 2, I should say. Those two 6 for 7. The rest of the team 0 for 11 from beyond the three-point line. Evee misses the left-hander. Issa Muhammad grabs the rebound.
So far, a lot of good ideas for Rice, and sometimes those shots aren't falling. You have to take higher percentage shots.
And there's a high percentage shot. UT Martin getting it going from beyond the line. Sebastian Mendoza out of Riverside, California. Previously played at San Jose State. It's a 13-2 run for the Skyhawks.
Mendoza took that shot from deep. I just felt like where he was out on the court, we weren't going to see that one fall, and they are hot right now.
Floater from Travis Evee. 16 points for the fifth-year senior from Randolph, Massachusetts. Good finish underneath. He got so far beneath the basket, Smacker, somehow found a way to score. That's Jordan Sears.
Sears and Evee with the battle we expected from the open, the battle of the guards and number 3s. So far, a great outing from both of them.
Sears shooting 53% from the fields. Evee tied for the Rice all-time three-point record, missed that 3. Currently tied with Quincy Olivari. The lead is 9. It was 18 for the Owls. Muhammad misses the 12-footer. Tip in is there from Cruz. Jacob Cruz, the transfer from Daytona State College. And right now all the hustle plays go in the ways of UT Martin.
Cruz with the offensive rebound put back. Any basketball coach will tell you rebounding is the name of the game. There, the Skyhawks have it.
Husainovich plus a foul. And a gunslinging celebration from Husainovich, who gets his first start tonight.
Husainovich has stepped up in a big way in his first start. He's shooting really confident. It's very well explained why he would get that first start based on the way he's attacking the basket offensively and playing tough defensively.
Husainovich in his second year at Rice. He played 34 games last year, first 2 years at Nevada. Max Feeler returns. Andrew Akuche goes to the bench. Husainovich getting this start for Anthony Selden. The typical starter, scored 18 against Harvard, but he's been dealing with an ankle injury suffered in practice earlier this week. Husainovich 8 points, 4 of 7 from the fields in this first half. He makes the free throw. That was the first free throw attempted by Rice in the first half. It comes with less than a minute remaining.
That is an unparalleled stat as far as the potential to draw fouls by driving to the basket. I'm sure that will be addressed at halftime.
Good feed inside. He passes out of the double team, and it's a flush for Issa Muhammad.
Muhammad with the dunk. An impressive highlight for the Skyhawks with 1 possession to go, according to Rice's, dribbling out with the shot clock and the game clock even right now. Para with the foot stomp over there.
Jordan Sears picked up his 5th assist on that Muhammad dunk. Evee off the Fiedler screen. Evee attacking off the window. Travis Evee, 18 points here in the first half. And the Rice Owls have a 10-point lead, a 47-point first half for Travis Evee and the Owls.
That was a very simple possession for Evee. One screen, one look at the basket, one bucket as Austin tracks down Coach Para.
And now we'll go down to, in a moment, as the players make their way past Austin. In a moment, we'll have Austin Ivan with Scott Para for our halftime interview. Lead for Rice over UT Martin. And now for more on what we heard from the coaches, as we see Ryan Ritter entering his 3rd season at UT Martin, 12th head coach in program history, 5 of the semifinal appearances in the Ohio Valley. But he had great success at Bethune-Cookman in the MEAC. They were the regular season champs of the 2017 and 18 season. Before that, Daytona State College. And Smacker, as he told us, my dad is a Division II head coach, over 700 plus wins, a Division I assistant coach. He comes from a coaching family.
And talking to Coach Ritter, you can tell that he is a competitor and he is also a lover. He was really kind and really praised his players in every way. And his passion definitely exuded even from a phone call.
And Scott Para in his 7th season, he said, I knew this schedule would be difficult. Did I think we'd be 1-5? No, but that's the challenge you give yourselves when you make it. Back-to-back postseason appearances for the Owls, 3 straight CUA tournaments. And for more on what we heard at halftime, let's go down to Austin Ivan, our courtside reporter.
Yeah, Matt, Coach Ritter's team down by 10. They ended the first half, though, making 5 out of their 6 field goals. Coach said, offense, I'm not worried about. We can make baskets. He said the story of the game is defense, and if we can slow down Travis Evee in this half, 18 points for him. He said we have to force him to the right and play better gap defense to get back into this one.
Good stuff. And on cue, one of the players they wanted to shut down, Makai Mason, one of our keys to the game. Mason spinning. He had a tough first half from beyond the three-point line, 0 for 4. But that's his 3rd bucket from inside the three-point line. He goes to the line for the three-point play opportunity.
You mentioned free throw line at the end of the first half, and sure enough, within 10 seconds of the second half, the Owls are at the free throw line. So that one doesn't fall, but getting those free throw opportunities is the start of easy points, and points from the free throw line are about as easy as they come.
Sears bounces it to the corner. There's an open 3. A good range from Jacob Cruz, who's made 43% of his threes. Good range from the 6'8" forward from Hilliard, Florida. Mason's fouled, and on cue, Smacker, Mason will get right back to the free throw line. Remember, Rice in that first half attempted just 1 free throw. And now they'll get back to the line for the 2nd time in the first minute since halftime.
Mason goes up, really sells it on the way down. Was it that hard of a foul, or was it a marginal foul and some selling of the foul?
Mason, a little salesmanship there to get back to the free throw line, but it was great to hear what Austin heard from Coach Ritter on the sideline, because our conversation with him earlier today, what stood out to me about how they play defense is they really go by the scouting report. They have a game plan, and if you're left-handed, like Travis Evee is, you have to force them right. If you're not a good three-point shooter, they're going to force you to take some threes. And it seemed like the game plan was not followed to script by UT Martin in the first half.
Exactly. When we talked to Coach Ritter this afternoon, he talked about gap defense and Mason and Evee. And sure enough, coming out of the halftime, we're back on the gap defense. There, the Skyhawks offense getting a couple looks, and Fiedler coming down with the rebound.
Sears just exploded from midcourt. He's 5'11", but explosive and built like a linebacker. Now Mason from beyond the three-point line, an air ball of the 3. A blocking foul called by Fiedler. He tried to back out of the way. First on Fiedler. Inbounds play coming. That was Kobe Jeffries who drew the contacts. Kobe Jeffries, according to Coach Ritter, has made a huge jump this season. Teammates love him. Now KK Curry draws the foul. Kobe Jeffries doesn't play a lot game by game, number one for UT Martin, but he was voted as a captain by his teammates as a sophomore because he's beloved by his teammates. Jordan Sears to inbound. Here's Jeffries. Slips, keeps the dribble, and out to Muhammad. Here comes Cruz. Size mismatch against Evee, but he forced the pass inside, and it's stolen by Fiedler.
We talked to Coach Para about the turnover margin this week, something Rice wants to be better on. So far tonight, some highs and lows with that, but there's a highlight there.
Evee could not get the runner to go. A whistle. It will go against Jeffries. Not sure if this is a shooting foul or a rebounding foul. It is a shooting foul, sending Travis Evee to the free throw line. Two-time Conference USA honorable mention pick. As Scott Para told us, we need Travis Evee to be more productive. We need him not to press. I feel like that's been the balance for him tonight, Smacker. He's made the shots that have been available to him, and he has not forced anything.
He's taking good shots, and that's led to his high shooting percentage. He's also not the one you want to put at the free throw line. Any of the guards, not where you want to put him. And there, the Skyhawks make a costly mistake, and Evee makes 2 free throws.
Travis Evee, 20 points in 18 minutes tonight. And the Owls up by 13. Muhammad hands off to Jeffries. Cruz, quick trigger 3, was halfway down. Mason grabs the rebound. And there's a foul. Husainovich was trying to set the screen. He's knocked over by KK Curry, who's pleading his case.
Here's another look. Husainovich on the screen, ends up on the court. And the Owls will inbound Evee from the baseline.
KK Curry goes to the bench. That's his 4th foul. 4 fouls on Curry. Dawes back in the game. He's attacking. He missed it. And Fiedler with the putback. We saw that in the first half. A missed layup from Dawes and a putback by Max Fiedler.
Fiedler effortlessly with the dunk putback.
Missed left wing 3, kept in play by Travis Evee. Owls up 15. Max Fiedler asked for it. Bounce pass inside, deflected off the basket, brought in by Cruz. Bad ball, intended for the corner. Turnover for UT Martin. That's their 8th turnover tonight. And KK Curry, by the way, Smacker, 4 fouls in 15 minutes. A big player missing now for UT Martin. He has 4 fouls. There's 17 minutes left in this game.
Not the place you want to be. 4 fouls in 15 minutes. That was quite the catch, Matt, on the stat there. It's a dramatic one and something the Skyhawks will now have to monitor for the rest of the game.
KK Curry, 9 points per game. Ultimate teammate, according to Coach Ritter, but in deep foul trouble here early in the second half. Mason will get back to the free throw line. I think they took your coaching point, Smacker, that they had to get to the line more. Only 1 free throw in the first half. Already 5 since halftime. As Mason steps to the line and makes the first. Ryan Ritter from a coaching family, a basketball family. Something you know quite well.
Coaching families are a lot of fun. The reports on whose weekend went how It's a good place to be as a family, and the Ritters have that.
You won, you lost, you won, you tied. Let's eat some dinner.
It's the family record on the weekend.
Kicked out to the corner. Kobe Jeffries. Bounce pass inside. Asa Muhammad against Fiedler. Muhammad missed it off the window. Good rebound on the backside. Brought in here by Alajiki. Mason, coast to coast. Husseinovic from the free throw line. He's feeling it tonight. Alem Husseinovic, his first start of the season. He has 11. Husseinovic was averaging 4 points per game before tonight. It's off the referee. It goes Rice's way. That's tough for Jeffries. You feel like, ref, that's off you. Give it back to us.
Matt, what is the official rule on what if the ball goes off the referee?
I should know. That is something that I don't know.
And I should not put you on the spot on that.
Hey, that's
but
fair
it
play.
happened, and then he didn't look. He just looked the opposite way. I was like, oh, Matt, what do we do?
A last touch by the ref. Maybe he would say it was lost by Jeffries, out of his control.
I know if it goes off the scoreboard, it just doesn't, nothing happened. It just, wherever it falls, it falls.
Max Fiedler, top of the key, fakes the handoff to Evee. Bounce pass inside. That's gorgeous basketball. Fake one way, go the other. The option works out for Rice.
Rice has built on their lead in the first 5 minutes in the second half.
12-0 run for Rice. Look at Fiedler run the court, the 6'11", fifth-year senior. Extra pass for Evee, who's tied for the record. Evee short. Still tied with Oliveri for the all-time Rice three-point record.
Fiedler's stride going down the court is quite the scene to watch.
Evee attacks off the window for two more. Travis Evee has 24 tonight. $14 unanswered points for Rice in the last 4 minutes. Jackson spinning. Fade away from the free throw line. He has 8 points off the bench. Justice Jackson, another Daytona Beach, Florida connection to this UT Martin team. Thrown out towards Evee. He has it. Evee for Fiedler. Makai Mason. Off the back iron. Good backside rebound. Evee for the record. A new Rice record for Travis Evee. His 253rd career three-pointer at Rice. And he passes former teammate and friend Quincy Oliveri. His 5th three-pointer tonight. And now it's Cruz to the basket for the layup.
Evee's been dominant tonight, and worthy of note is how he saved that possession. Looked like it could have been a turnover for the Owls. He saves it, pass around, rebound, and it's Evee again.
Mason misses the three. Good ball movement from the Owls. The lead is 22. 5 threes for Evee. 2 threes for Noah Shelby, accounting for all 7 made threes. Cruz from the corner. This feels like an NBA game now with the three-pointers flying. And a timeout for Rice. A new career three-point record holder at Rice. His name is Travis Evee. 253 three-pointers made for the 5th-year senior from Massachusetts. Rice up 19 here in the second.
Be strong and of good courage. President JFK challenged us. We ascended to the stars, achieving what no one thought possible. Our commitment to excellence to do the impossible is made possible right here in Houston, Texas. We impact the world through innovative ideas and discoveries. We now embark on a new flight to prove that Rice Fight never dies. Rice Owls, let's fly.
A new record at Rice for career three-pointers made, 253 for Travis Evee. 5 on the night, surpassing old friend Quincy Oliveri. And if you include his time at Virginia Military Institute, he now has 330 career threes all told. Rice and VMI combined. That's 4th most across the country currently in a career in the NCAA.
Also, Evee's season high with 27 points. He's been dominant tonight, smooth from a lot of different areas on the court. And the offense has worked because he has worked.
Alajiki hits the three. He's had a nice game tonight. The transfer from Cal. Scott Parrish said he's been a bit inconsistent. Great first game. Was 2 for his last 17 from 3 before that make. Here's Mason with the strip and the run out. Picked up. And a hard foul on Akuche. We'll get back to the free throw line. Smacker, I like the open court steal there from Makai Mason.
Mason has been a player to watch tonight from Coach Ritter himself. He was expected to have a big impact on this game, and so far he has.
A 22-point lead for the Rice Owls here inside Tudor Fieldhouse. Rice up 22. Owls shooting 51% from the fields. And we had some keys to the game. Smacker Miles when we talked things over before tonight. And we'll get to those in a minute. 22-point lead for Rice. Andrew Akuche to the free throw line, 6'11" sophomore out of Fort Lauderdale. And he makes another. Again, Rice, Smacker Miles, had only attempted 1 free throw at halftime. They've attempted 8 since the break.
So far, so good on driving to the basket and being more aggressive offensively in the second half for the Owls. Another trip to the free throw line pays off.
Akuche makes both. He has 4 points. Evee has 27. Makai Mason has 10. 12 for Husainovich for the Rice Owls. A strong attack there from Sears. Hasn't really gotten going from the fields. 2 of 7. But he has provided 6 assists. Just hasn't had much support from his teammate apart from the 35 for Cruz.
Sears driving to the basket, hasn't had a lot of luck from the range, as you mentioned, but he drives to the basket, draws the foul, and gives himself a chance for offensive production.
Really interesting. He's only attempted 1 3 tonight. We talked a lot about his three-point shooting in the run-up to this game. He's 53% from beyond the arc, would be 7th best in the country if he qualified. Last year, first team All-Ohio Valley Conference and the Ohio Valley Newcomer of the Year. At 23 points per game, but Rice has done a good job against him tonight.
You mentioned all of his accolades, and all of them earned. He also leads the Skyhawks with over 22 points a game. The Skyhawks' next offensive weapon averages 16 points a game, so he's going to be on the top of anyone's scouting report. So to see Rice really focus on him and come out with a plan for him defensively is no surprise.
Akuche back to the free throw line. Rice 9 of 10 from the stripe tonight. And he makes the first. Scott Perrin, his 7th year at Rice. Very honest conversation with him yesterday. Said it's not fun losing 5 games in a row. He said you look at the circumstances of the schedule, tough opponents. He says this was my worst fear. 20th hardest schedule in the country so far for Rice, as Austin pointed out, but the character of the guys is great. They're all bought in. And there's a second 3 attempted, both missed by Sears tonight.
You get any head coach talking about scheduling, and you're going to get an earful as far as you want to have high competition, but you also want to have success. What a beautiful play by the Owls offensively. Good drive to the baseline, and they make it look easy. That was not an easy shot.
12 now for Mason. Stepping into the three is Cruz. He's been the best offensive player tonight for UT Martin. Now Jacob Cruz shooting 43% from deep. He's 3 of 6 from beyond the three-point line tonight. And he has 17 points. Mason's really going here since halftime. 2 more for him. Mason had 4 in the first half. He has 10 since halftime. And there's a foul underneath. And that will go against Noah Shelby.
Here's another look at the foul called on Shelby. Skyhawks driving to the basket.
The lead is 24 for Rice. 11:32 left. Second half in Houston. Welcome back inside Tudor Fieldhouse. Matt Peterson with Smacker Miles. 76-52 Rice leading. And their point forward, the fulcrum of the offense, Max Feeler, doing his usual thing tonight. The fifth-year senior has 5 assists.
Fiedler loves to be in the passing game for the Owls. Lots of assists are part of his game. The Owls can look for him to be more aggressive offensively and score more points. He is such a force to be reckoned with. If he just squares up to the basket and plans to score, he will score more.
And so will Cruz. He is the one man who can score in this second half for UT Martin. Jacob Cruz continues to have a breakout game. 19 points, 7 of 11 from the fields, plus 4 rebounds for Jacob Cruz. Second team All-American at the JUCO level last year at Daytona State College. He played for Ryan Ritter's brother Reed at Daytona State. Family tree. Plays the band on the weekends, and Jacob Cruz takes underprivileged kids, feeds them food on the weekends as well. Number 35 in blue and orange, also married. Shelby to the corner. And part of that description from Coach Ritter was people see his tattoos and they make an assumption about him. Not always just what you see on the outside.
Cruz is told to be a great guy, and as we mentioned, he's married, very mature. He's looking to help others and give back to the community that has been so instrumental in his development. Coach Ritter had outstanding things to say about him as he puts up another look at the basket.
Well, he's got a green light from the bench. He continues to fire from beyond the arc. 20 points for Cruz. Alley-oop, that was gorgeous from the Rice Owls, and Andrew Akuche throws it down.
Here's another look off the screen, back to Akuche. Seamless offensive possession for the Owls.
Perfect feed from Noah Shelby of the Rice Owls. Offense is humming tonight. 78 points with 10 minutes remaining. Husainovich. Spot up 3. Missed it. Cruz with the rebound. Corner 3. Just rolled off the rim. Nearly there for Sebastian Mendoza. Here comes Travis Evee. 4 on 3. He'll attack and missed it. Akuche with the offensive board and throw down.
Akuche's had an outstanding half so far, coming out, hitting free throws. He's just been solid. He's made good decisions, and he's gone up with confidence when he shoots.
A little floater. Akuche grabs the rebound after the miss from Justice Jackson. Travis Evee peeking over his shoulder. 25-point lead for Rice. Owls already in the bonus with over 9 minutes left. And they'll get back to the free throw line after that reach and foul by Justice Jackson. Akuche goes to the bench alongside Sam Alajiki. Max Fiedler and Keanu Dawes return. Evee wants to tuck the jersey in before he goes back to the free throw line.
Evee going with the dark shoes tonight. Last time I was here, he had much more loud, although the bottom's still neon.
The bottom's pretty loud to me.
The bottom is loud, but him and Fiedler both had the very bright and light colored shoes last time I was here, and now they both went black, predominantly black shoes. So I'm just curious if we're switching up the juju based on the current streak, or if it's just a style choice for tonight.
So when you say loud, you're talking about Dawes' sneakers and Husainovich, the bright blue.
Yes, exactly. Like predominantly light, you know, closer to a white shoe than a black shoe. And they're the only two right now with the black shoes on.
Mason's got some loud shoes.
Yes, I support the all pink choice. And he had a nice shot earlier. I saw the shoes on that shot.
Kick out to Williams, right wing three, off the back iron. Muhammad grabs the long rebound. Turnover. Only the 11th turnover tonight for UT Martin. They've taken good care of the ball, but it all comes down to the defense, as Austin Ivan heard from Ryan Ritter, third-year head coach of the Skyhawks. They just haven't defended Rice well enough tonight. The Owls shooting 52% from the field. Shelby pulls up and misses. Desmond Williams leaves it for Myers. Myers attacks. Mason grabs the rebound. Mason missed it. Fiedler grabs the rebound and was fouled. Now Max Fiedler, we'll see how this game goes. He could get a triple-double, would take a bit, but he now has 10 rebounds. He has 6 points. He has 5 assists, so he'd need 4 points and 5 more assists to get the triple-double.
I will be honest. I am more a proponent of Mason bringing the ball down the court than Fiedler behind the three-point arc with his back to the basket with the ball. So as Mason set this up, Fiedler ends up at the free throw line. I think that is part of getting a good look offensively, or even just drawing a foul.
So you want more paint touches for Max Fiedler?
I think that I like a guard handling the ball predominantly. And I see what's being done with Fiedler. But when he has his back to the basket, how are you going to get those offensive looks that the Owls want?
No shooting foul, no continuation as Muhammad is fouled by Fiedler. Second on Fiedler. Well, as we heard from Coach Para before the game yesterday, as we see the foul on Fiedler, he wants him to be more aggressive offensively. Maybe take 3 or more shots than normal. There's a nice adjustment in the air from Issa Muhammad, who's into double figures with 11 points and 9 rebounds tonight. Fiedler shooting 65% on the season. He's a good shooter. They want him to take more. Shelby to the corner. And there's a foul on Sebastian Mendoza. Media timeout inside Tudor Fieldhouse. Travis Evee, the star tonight for the Rice Owls. He's set the three-point record as part of a 29-point night. All Owls. A home-heavy schedule coming up for the Rice Owls. Crosstown rival Houston Christian at home, and then across the street to Houston on December 6th, number 6th ranked Houston Cougars in UIW, an afternoon game. Up to Natchitoches, Louisiana to take on Northwestern State. Good food recommendations in Natchitoches?
Lots of them.
Get gumbo anywhere you go. High percentage chance it's the best you've ever had.
I appreciate the dialect differences from like the Natchitoches area to Baton Rouge and New Orleans. Words said different ways, different parts of Louisiana.
People from South Louisiana like to claim that it's its own thing. North Louisiana claims South, but South doesn't traditionally claim North.
Like south of I-10, you would say Dubois all the time. Near Natchitoches, Ruston, northern part of the state, Du Bois.
Where does your Louisiana knowledge come from?
I've lived in Texas about 10 years now, so you pick
Just
up a few things
enough?
about Louisiana. Yes.
Okay.
A little fadeaway there from Cruz. What's something maybe unexpected about Louisiana you've learned over the years? Maybe something the average Joe would not know.
Ooh, unexpected. I think people don't quite realize how great of a recruiting territory it is. And being right next to Texas, there's a lot of Texas schools and a lot of talent in Texas, but they can go into Louisiana and get some talent from there too. So there's a good chance that some of those teams are recruiting with Rice for recruits day in, day out.
Yeah, I think by capita, it might have the most NFL players for any state.
Fun fact. There you go. That was the fun fact we needed. But I think you're right. I think I have heard that before. You just had to come up with it for me.
A lot of good football in Louisiana. A lot of good basketball as well. The reigning national championships on the women's side, LSU.
Sports matter in Louisiana. And when there are passionate people, the kids get in the feeding systems and the sports, and you grow up with that culture, and it translates to the college level and the pros as well.
Dawes to the free throw line. 4-star recruit out of Stratford High School right here in Houston. Consensus 4-star, number 9 ranked player in the state of Texas. 23rd ranked power forward in the country coming out of high school. Shelby slings it to his own bench. Intended target there was Gabe Warren. See the leadership there of Sam Alajiki. Off the bench, motivating his teammates with a big lead. Sears had it rejected by Keanu Dawes. They're still waiting for that aha moment for Dawes, that breakout game for the star freshman.
We talked to Coach Para about some of Dawes' early freshman struggles, and that's natural. But even earlier in the year, when I talked to Coach Para, he talked about recruiting Dawes and how much of a talent he is and how much they believe in him and how much of a great get that was. He said early in his career at Rice, they couldn't have gone after and gotten a player like Dawes. Now he said that they're a little bit more appealing to those guys that are in-state powerful recruits. There he goes up for the shot and drains it.
On cue, first 2 points tonight for Keanu Dawes. Was a finalist for the Guy V. Lewis Award twice. Best high school player in the Houston area. Muhammad faces up. Guarded by Fiedler. Issa Muhammad leaves it for Sears. Sears misses the mid-range. Chance for Noah Shelby to run the offense. Went to McKinney High School. Transfer from Vanderbilt. Mason. Shelby. Fiedler, good pass inside for Mason, who draws the foul. Mason to the free throw line.
You can see Fiedler's basketball knowledge and vision for the game so well when he passes the ball. And if he believed in his shot taking and attacking the basket that same way and used the same vision and confidence that he passes with, I could see the points translate.
Couple changes here for Rice. Camp Wagner comes in for his first minutes alongside Ifeofuchukwu. Ofechukwu, the sophomore center from Nigeria. His 5th game of the season tonight. Mason made 1 of 2. Mason has 13 points since halftime. 7 of the 13 have come from the line. Here's Cruz off the back iron as he tries another 3. Wild pass from Mason. You can see Coach Para ask him, why did you make that pass?
Coach Para coaches hard. You can see it. You can see his temperament even in our calls with him. And he's a wealth of basketball knowledge. He's captivating to talk to. And he leaves no opportunities to coach.
Another shot block there. Good work from Gabe Warren. Now Warren running the fast break with Noah Shelby. Wagner off the bench. Nearly hits the 3. And there's a throwdown there for Keanu Dawes. And that one goes down. UT Martin was 1 for its previous 15 from the fields before that make.
Rice with a 29-point lead, having built on that 10-point lead at half. So far, a dominant half for the Owls.
Desmond Williams makes the 3, turnover Owls. Williams will step and do another 3, and he hits. Back-to-back 3s for the senior from Montgomery, Alabama. Six points for Williams. 2nd year at UT Martin after 3 seasons at Troy. Dawes tries a 3. That's off the mark. Williams, another 3. That's tapped away. And now Cruz will get back to the free throw line. A mini 6-0 run here for UT Martin after a deep, cold stretch for the Skyhawks.
Here's another look. Cruz with the rebound and the putback, taking himself to the free throw line. The Skyhawk fighting hard late in the second half.
Cruz makes the first. Muhammad goes to the bench. Replaced here by Christian Fussell. Cruz makes both. He leads UT Martin with 16 points tonight. And he goes to the bench. For UT Martin, Coach Ritter told us, I love our group, I love our team. Offensively, we're pretty good. Defensively, we're trying to figure out who we are. That was good foreshadowing, Smacker, for tonight. They've allowed 89 points to Rice. They really have to figure out the defensive side if they want to compete in the Ohio Valley Conference this year.
Coach Ritter knows that that's something that they can work on, but Rice is tough to defend as far as their size and their athleticism. So this has been no challenge. This is something that the Skyhawks can learn from.
Under 4-minute media timeout. Rice has a 34-point lead. Here's the upcoming schedule for the UT Martin Skyhawks as they prepare for the Ohio Valley Conference. At McNeese, just in a couple days, down the road in Lake Charles, Louisiana, Ecclesia. On the road at NC State, followed by Evansville, and then hosting William Woods. They start out Ohio Valley Conference play against Tennessee State on December 28th. A forced pass there from Camp Wagner. Grew up in Dallas, went to Link Prep Academy in Missouri. Russ Pennell, one of the assistant coaches, has a tie to that very good basketball prep school in Missouri called Link Prep. Turnover. Keanu Dawes back the other way. Shelby hit 2 threes in the first half. Thrown inside. Turn around and hits. Ofochukwu with his first 2 points. Now Justice Jackson hits the three. At 29% on the season, he's made 3 threes tonight. He has 11 points. Good use of the body inside. Evee Ofochukwu with back-to-back buckets. 6'10" center from Nigeria. Jeffries. Hits another three. Smacker, UT Martin's hit 12 threes tonight. On most days, that's enough to win. But here they are down by 22 because the defense just has not been able to slow down Rice.
You have to take the positives in those situations. UT Martin can have confidence in their shooting and know that they need to get back to the drawing board on the defense. Coach Ritter knew that coming in. He wanted to play the gaps well defensively. If you're him, I think that there's some areas for improvement, even with having focused on that in practice this week.
Ofochukwu to the free throw line. Went to Covenant Day School in North Carolina, grew up in Nigeria. Peaks enters for his first minutes tonight. Redshirt sophomore at St. John's High School right here in Houston. He comes in for Camp Wagner. Ofochukwu makes one of two. Jackson. Nice finish from Justice Jackson, who has 13 points off the bench tonight for the Skyhawks.
What a name, Justice Jackson. Good initials, good message.
You can go by JJ, you can go by Justice.
Shout out to Justice Jackson's parents on the broadcast
Maybe
for that outstanding name.
Little J-Jack?
Yes, see? Lots of options, nickname options. He can apply to jobs and say, my name is Justice. Yes.
A foul underneath. Fussell will get to the free throw line. Ofochukwu has already matched a career high tonight. And Fussell makes his first free throw. UT Martin has not missed a free throw, 10 of 10 from the line.
That's a positive stat to take away from tonight. shooting well from the free throw line and the three-point line.
Fussell looked pretty good up there. He made both. Here's Noah Shelby, the transfer from Vanderbilt. Just off the rim, Fussell grabs the board. Williams. It stays with UT Martin. It's off the leg of George Perkins, redshirt freshman from Washington, D.C. Went to Sidwell Friends School. Jackson inbound. Played 2 seasons at Hawaii before his transfer to UT Martin. Pull up from Williams. He's got another 3. His third 3 tonight, accounting for all 9 of his points off the bench. And UT Martin, Smacker, 13 threes tonight.
I'm sure Coach Ritter would say we could have driven to the basket a little bit more, but still an outstanding stat.
Peaks with the pull-up jumper, and really, both these teams mirror one another pretty good on offense. Still a lot of work to do on the defensive end.
Both teams will be able to learn a lot from tonight. For the Owls, get back in the win column, have some confidence moving forward. And for UT Martin to learn about their defense and how to play those gaps, as Coach Ritter mentioned.
Final 20 seconds, Smacker. What do you take away from this game?
Both teams played hard. Both teams played an intense, complete game. UT Martin did not give up. And both teams will continue to learn about each other and themselves throughout the non-conference play and look to tune up for conference play.
Travis Evee with 5 made three-pointers sets the new Rice career record for made three-pointers at 253 as part of a 29-point night, plus 5 rebounds.